Okay, to recap the story thus far, Eddie Shleyner, copywriter extraordinary, gave this assignment in Thread to do some copy work. And that's where you go through and you copyright by hand classic sales letters that are the best of the best. And when you copyright them, they're gonna kind of get etched into your bones. I just finished doing this one. Do you have the courage to earn $500,000 a year? By Eugene Schwartz. All right, I am now at 59 pages with the addition of these 12 pages of Do you have the courage to earn $500,000 a year? Hey Eddie, I'd like to say thanks for this extremely enlightening copywork session. It's been a hoot to not just read through and realize why you don't use exclamation marks like that, but it's just, yeah, kind of awesomely entertaining. Anyways, so check this out. Do you have the courage to earn $500,000 a year? So let's just dissect this thing. First of all, I hand copied this whole thing over the course of roughly 2 hours. It's 12 pages. Take a look at this picture here. Man, it's black and white, but it's so powerful, right? You got the woman with her head tilted back, revealing her neck, as the powerful man puts the symbolic rope around her neck, the rope of diamonds or whatever that is. Yeah, it's a trippy picture, but he looks really confident and she looks totally blissful. By the way, this was written in 1967, so you might be picking up on some of that vibe. And I love this. I'm just gonna have to dissect this piece a little bit because it was so interesting. This is a private advertisement. It is meant for the tremendously ambitious man only. It is meant for the kind of man who has, first of all, the relentless desire to earn more money in a single year than most of his friends will earn in their entire lifetime. It is meant for the kind of man, secondly, who has enough sheer raw faith in himself to believe today that tomorrow he may actually be able to take home $40,000 or $50,000 a month once he has been shown the techniques of making this kind of money. And finally, it is meant only for the man who is willing to make the sacrifices that this kind of income demands, who is willing to take the gambles, endure the tensions, fight the inevitable battles, where his brain is pitted against some of the sharpest minds in the country for prizes beyond the imagination of ordinary men, and above all, who is willing to accept the responsibility for other men's futures, the loneliness that always surrounds the person in command, the envy and hostility that will plague him the rest of his life. Do you have the courage to reach out for this kind of life, to accept its incredible rewards and incredible hazards? If you do, read on. If you don't, consider yourself lucky and turn the page. There's nothing left in this ad that will make an iota of sense to you. Love it, right? It's like, oh my God, it's like riveting. I can just like, to make gigantic sums of money, you throw out all the rules that small, safe men live by every day. So anyways, he goes through and, a couple things that stand out. He really, before he gets into the pitch of how this whole thing works, he has a statement of credibility in this box given to you by the country's leading financiers. So he establishes credibility of, this guy who has 46 technical volumes on insurance, economics, estate planning, and financial security, who's written articles appearing in over 100 publications. Okay, so that is the only reason why you can buy what comes next, really. And I love some of these lines. They're just so awesome. Opportunity Radar. This guide gives you the simple techniques that spotlight these hidden values, that filter them right out of the financial pages like wheat from chaff. Once you learn them, you will never read your daily paper again without an electric sense of opportunity. That's awesome. Okay, stop using your own money. Let's see. There's some great ones. Timing greatness. Several lifetimes of buy and sell experience are packed into just 12 pages of this revolutionary new volume. If you're interested in special situations, in short-term profits, in breakthrough companies too young to have been bid up to their proper prices, then these 12 pages will lift you right off of your chair. Oh my God. That's so awesome. I don't know how they're going to do that, but I'm dying to know. The power of saying no. Now comes the rules to avoid being made a patsy. To sidestep the hundreds of mouth-watering pitfalls, as well concealed that the amateur investor never even sees them. Right? 13 dangerous traps and so-called bargain buys and how to avoid them. The 5 fatal weaknesses that destroy most men who try to expand too quickly. Yeah, it's great. I'm such a dork to be reading this stuff. But the one thing that has blown me away, this letter is probably the single reason why you don't put exclamation marks into your copy like they did back in the good old days. Holy cow, there's got to be at least, I want to say 50 to 100 exclamation marks in here. It's insane, and it makes it kind of really hard to bear. But love some of this stuff. Here are negotiation strategies that have made tens of thousands of dollars with a single spoken sentence. Okay, so this is actually important from an advertising perspective. The way this is all lined up here, the whole point of interrupting mid-sentence, right, is to get you to get up here. You're just dying to know what's happening, right? Same thing with this. See if you want to live out the kind of adventure, and then it hangs as it goes into this credibility thing, right? But that's going to bring you back up here to complete the sentence. It's definitely a tactic, because the whole purpose of this is to get you to read everything, right? Go down that slippery slope. $1 million tax angles. Plus one-man tax-deductible pension plans that you can easily put in. How to let your children start earning double money from the day they're born. Wow, this is all like a miracle, right? Right. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that the FCC would have some issues with this today, but, or whoever's in, yeah. Anyways, don't risk disappointment. Send for your copy today. Well, if I get the copy, isn't that how I'll be disappointed? Like, if I'm not risking disappointment, shouldn't I just not send any money? Anyways, you know, the choice is up to you. You can continue to make 5,000, 10,000, even 20,000 a year the old hard way, or you can make 50,000, 100,000, even 250,000 a year by making these seemingly minor changes in the way you handle your time and money. It costs nothing to prove this to yourself. Information Incorporated. This is one of my best. This is an interesting day gone by. If you were to wish your order sent COD, that is credit on demand, check here. Enclose $1 deposit, pay postman balance, plus handling charges. Same money back guarantee, of course. COD, we don't really do that anymore. Anyways, this was pulled off of the swipe file, and was a surprising amount of fun to read MST3K style.